Fractious colts got you buffaloed? In her new series on ground training, Lynn teaches you the humane and gentle way to raise colts who are a pleasure to handle and are well prepared to continue on with under-saddle work.
Hi, I'm Lynn Palm. Welcome to our farm here in Ocala, Florida. Through meeting all of you horse lovers from all over the world, I have realized how important it is to build a bond of mutual trust and understanding with your horse. You have inspired me to create a video series to explain how much respect and confidence you can gain from your horse by working on the ground. This training and handling will make your horse easier to train in the future and more enjoyable to be around.
In tape 1 of the series, Lynn covers leading and stall training, including the basic commands, and shows how to prevent or minimize bad stall habits.
When you're going to catch a horse in a paddock or a pasture, I always go certainly with the right tools. That's a lead, and if I have any indication that I might have a hard time catching a horse, I'll always take some feed or a treat. The horse comes to me. That's the goal. One's already coming to me. If I can get my other one to come to me. Now I've got 2 of them out here, so that means I'm going to have to keep my eye on both, because I don't want them running over me, because you can get into another problem, just as I'm doing right now, is that your horse can, when you've got feed, there we go, your horse can start walking all over top of you. All right, well, since I've got him now with the feed, put my snaps on. Okay, let me let you have a little bit, that's plenty. You have a little mouthful. I'll take my feed with me, both my horses, come on. And these are both little yearlings that's had little to no handling. To my gate, put my little sign, that little stop sign up for them to stop. There we go. Get the feed out of the way. And then I'm ready to take them outside. Okay? Now that I've gotten my horses, I'm certainly not going to lead 2 baby just coming yearlings at a time, because they've had little to no time with them. So I'm going to ask my assistant Lisa, could you come and take one of these babies for me? And then we're going to take them up to a confined area to do a little bit of ground handling with them. Now let's do a little bit more here before we go down the lane. Come on now, come on, come on, have them come towards you in a loose line. Good. No, a fence, alongside the fence. Come on, come on, come on. Good boy. Come on, come on. Come on. Now I'm gonna just put this little thing over his nose, so we got a little bit more that he can't pull against. Gonna have a little battle of this. No, no, no. And when there's tension, he comes forward. Good boy, that's it. That's a boy. Come on, come on. Come on, tension. As he resists, I still keep a tension. As he resists. Come on. Come on. Come on. Almost. Good. That's a boy. And as he comes forward, he gets the pressure released. Come on. Come on. Good. That's it. Come on. Come on. That's a boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good boy. That's it. Come on. Whoa, whoa. There you go. That's a good boy. We just learned to go forward there. Huh? And not resist the tension. Now let's see if we can go without. Let's see if we can go without. Let's see if we can go without. Come here now. Come on. That's a good boy. That's a boy. Good. Now, whoa. Good. Okay, now let's try again. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Did we learn? No, we didn't. Okay. Do that again. Bring it at the side, the cheek piece. Snap it on this side. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's a boy. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Good. Okay, now that one's doing the opposite. He's going too far forward, huh, Lisa? Okay, now, why don't you come change? You get him and let me have him a minute. Whoa, good boy. Good. So I'm going to do the same little thing. And your little striking and your little nipping, we might have to school that a little bit. Okay, come here, come here, come here, come here. Good. A little correction there. Now come here, come here, come here. Gonna have to learn the same thing. Good boy. Come on. As soon as they release from that tension, then they get a release too. Good boy. Come here, come here, come here, come here. That's okay. Now I hope I can catch him. Okay, that's all right. Hold him, hold him, hold him. We'll just let him get over that. Oh, baby, good boy. Because he'll usually come back to the herded horse. We just be patient. Good boy. Ho, ho. Nope, not a yet. Easy, baby. Easy, baby. This is why I like to use small paddocks, stalls first, small paddocks, because when you're out in a big open area, you can have all sorts of these problems. But we need to get to those confined areas from this pasture, so that's why I knew as uncontrollable we were outside and trying to go to a barn with these two young babies that's had little to no handling. I knew that we were fixing to get in trouble. And this little guy, his escape is to rear up and strike, that he got a little bit mad about with Lisa. And so now we just, after that run, good boy. We'll try to catch him again. And I'll come to his front. Good boy. That's my boy. When he addresses me, then I'll go up to him. Good boy. Very good. Very good. He had a big run and maybe not quite feeling so good. Now let's see if you can come to me. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Come here. That's a boy. Good. Come here. Come here. Come here. Very good. Whoa. Good. Okay, got a little energy out of you. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. That's it. As soon as he comes from attention, then I release that tension. And I think that little falling down scared him, and hopefully scared him enough that the rearing then isn't going to be as released to get away. And the reason I said I hope that, whoa, I can get his lead while he was still down, that way he wasn't going to run away, because horses are a flea animal. So if they're worried or scared about something, they're going to try to run away from it. But that's okay, because what I see right now is that run gave him a good indication, and I didn't make it like it was any big deal, but it made him a whole lot more humble now to pay attention to what I'm doing. A hand on the neck always gives a little bit more security to the youngster. Good, by that touch. Now we'll try this over again. We'll go through the gate, turn around, face him, good boy, and then come back to close your gate, always. Very good. Very good. Turn and come back to your gate. That's it. Good. Close the gate, make him stay here. Now, what we're going to do this time is be a little bit smarter, and when we get up close to those horses, we're going to stop several more times, just so that the horse going by these other horses, that they're not going to start getting all excited again as they did last time. And just so we see how we have these leads now, we're going in the side or the cheek piece of the halter, across the nose band, and hooking to the other side. So we're going to go this time like this, so we got a little bit more control as well. Okay, come here, come here, come here. Good boy. That's it. See, now he's following me, and that's what I want. Now let's see what we got. Oh, watch your lead, Lisa. Good. You should be walking with the, see my lead, Lisa? That's it. No tension unless you need to steer the head. Okay, good. Now turn. That's it. Turn again now. Turn again. And since he's a little bit more anxious, I'm going to let you go ahead this time. Now, you're still too close. Still too close. That's the hardest thing to learn, is that you can do this with a slack. When you get to that red gate, you're going to stop. Okay, come on, baby. Good boy. Okay, now circle there. Now let's read the other horses. As you go back around, good. Good. Now see, the other horses are walking away instead of coming to us. So we'll make a stop about halfway down this lane. Come here, baby. Instead of 3 or 4, if those horses were coming to us, because now they don't care about us anymore. That's a boy. That's a good boy. That's a boy. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now can you just stop? Let us stop here. Good. Good. Now stay stopped. Stay stopped. If not, then go ahead and turn around. Whoa. Whoa. Hey. Use my fence here to help. Good. Let's just stop them here so they'll take more time. They're seeing they're going to a new surrounding. That's it. And right here, I just did the opposite of what this guy wanted to do. Put his head down, pull it the other way. So I was quick to react to that. Good. There we go. And I'm going to ask him to move away. Very good. And let's go again. That's it. Now you're still reading your other horses over there. They don't care about something anymore. That's it. And we got one coming toward us, so we'll just watch that. Keep the horse facing you. Good babies, come on. Come on, babies. Okay, and face them as you come through the gate. Have them follow you around. Face them. Now you back up. Not too close to mine. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Good. There we go. Okay, very good. Now we're going to the barn. The training that I like to do with my horses in the stall is a real foundation for this horse's future of being a horse with good habits, a real future with the horse trusting, accepting me, and also the most important aspect of the training is that the horse is obedient and mannerly to me. I use a stall because it's an enclosed area. Then I have that environment to keep the concentration of the horse more close to me. What I really want to accomplish with a horse in the stall area is that the horse first comes to me, the horse moves away from pressure or moves away from me, and that the horse learns to whoa, which is stopping, and standing and backing. Especially a young horse, I won't be too strict that that horse does something for a very long period of time. But as I continue my work with the horse, I want him to do it for a longer period of time. In the stall, she's not afraid in any way. She moves away from pressure very well. She's just starting to learn her voice commands. And in that amount of time is several weeks if you work with them a little bit each day, meaning 5 or 10 minutes a day, or it can be over several months if you're not that as consistent. But at this point right now, she's also led from the stall to the paddock to the pastures that she's in and out of every day and never confined in a stall at all times. It's an unnatural habit for a horse to be in a stall, and they have to learn to accept those surroundings. And there's nothing more fun, or why I spend the time training in the stall, is that it is important that the horse is happy in his environment, and having good habits certainly makes that horse more fun to be around. But when a horse is very quiet and obedient in the confined area, stall or a paddock or a pasture, then that horse is also much more accepting of his surroundings, and that's my whole goal as a trainer, is that they accept the surroundings. So the first thing I want to teach this horse is that the horse comes toward me with a voice command and with voice, or the horse to follow me, as I will do really right now, and I'll have to do a few things as I'm talking, but horse understands two things with voice. One, a deep tone to the voice means respond or respect me. Do it now, or it's a command to respond. The second is a mellow tone, is a rewarding tone or a soothing tone to reward the horse or to soothe the horse if it's a little bit worried, scared, unsure, and certainly not trusting to its handler. So I want this horse to follow me, and I'll always keep a loose lead with a well-fitted halter. This halter's a little bit big for her, but at least the halter won't slide and get into the eye. The lead's to be loose. And if she resists or there's a tension in that, she's going to also learn by following me, she's going to learn that she gets a release of tension if she starts to resist. So I'm going to ask her to come to me. Come here. Come here. Her name is Shania. Come here, Shania. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There, she's resisting. As soon as she comes, I release. Come here. Good. Very good. Very good. Now, you saw a difference of my tone, even as her to come to me, I stayed always in a deep tone at the end. As she came to me and I stopped, and I'm stroking her basically in the forehead. Horses really like that. And I'm stroking first with a touch, then stroking with the way that the hair goes. And that is a rewarding and accepting area for the horse. Now, as she just tried to just nip at me a little bit there, that's a good indication showing to me, one, that I'll have to be aware that I might have to correct her for that, but two, I'm doing something too long, and there was a little bit action of a fright. So I'm going to keep moving with my horse, and so she's still accepting my touch. Good girl. And Ask her to come to me again, and this time I'm going to add the whoa. Come here, come here, come here, whoa, whoa. With a signal of the hand, okay, now we didn't get much response there. Whoa, good girl, good. So I backed her up a little bit, and when she stopped, then I and had a signal with my hand, then I'm going to reward, and this time I'm not going to stay as long. For a horse to accept the handler and to accept anything being done with them and or as a reward, a horse first accepts the touch, just touching the horse. Second, the handler stroking the horse with the way that the hair goes. And third, for the horse to accept is a petting. So if you use a petting and your horse moves away from a petting, you need to back up, baby, whoa, good girl. Back up, go to a touch, then a stroke, then a pet. And that's everywhere on the horse. And that's a very good response. The fact that she, first not really knowing how to pick up her feet, she lifted it to move away from the touch. But the most important thing with anything that you do with them is that you move with the horse. Now she moved back, I moved back. And I still keeping my touch. As she moves, I don't take my hand off and then go back to it. You have to learn to move with your horse is probably the hardest thing to do, and also to be able to do it independently with a loose line. It's usually a person's indication. If you want your horse to stand still, you're going to hold him still. You're going to hold him, or you're going to pull to lead. You're going to pull the lead to stop him. Those are the hardest things to learn to not do, because the more you hold on to the horse, the more your horse can lean on you. The more that your horse is independent and keeps his space, the more he's going to take in stride what you're doing and be obedient, because he has nothing to lean or to resist on. Very good, very good. I also will always work one side with a wall and the fence on the other side. I'll turn my horse around and do the same thing for the horse accepting on the other side. Now, just coming back to this area, maybe this time I was just a little bit fast. I'm going to stroke underneath, because her lifting her leg is a little bit of an indication. That's a girl of not accepting. Just got to go a little slower. And again, as she moved, I moved with her, but I never lost my touch. She says, I'm really being smart to pick up my foot. And we'll work with her first, and then I've got another youngster that absolutely has had little to no handling, and we'll work with him and see how much we get accomplished. Okay? Another very, very hard area is the head. But with the head, I always start from the top, not to approach the head from the bottom. And again, just touching. And I'm going to work and touch this ear. And again, another thing that's really, really important is you working and handling with a horse is where you stand, how you move with your horse's motion. In other words, he doesn't move and get away from your touch and resist you. That as she is now, and she almost looks like she's a little bit sleepy, is really totally accepting what I'm doing. Little lick of the lips right there is a very good, another indication of relaxation and accepting. And with all of this, I'm never taking my eye off my horse. I'm watching the ears, the eyes, and I'm keeping the focus that my horse's ear and eye is on me. It's a good girl. Come here now. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. No pull or tension. Come here. If I need to, come here. Now she'll want to stop at the hay, but I want her to come to me. So I have a tension. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. And when she starts to come to me, then I release that tension. Come here. Come here. And I'm going to do the stop. Whoa. Good girl. Whoa. Okay. Now I've got some little brushes and things in the feed bucket, so she didn't stop that time. Curious to go to the feeder, but I'm going to try it a different area where I have a little more advantage. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Whoa. Good. Now, I think it's really important that when you want to stop the horse that you're still staying to its side, that you're not totally getting in front, you're letting your hand be like the stop sign to block that horse from going forward. But if she comes toward me, I'm going to push her head away. Another thing that's very important, that's hard for people to understand, because the first indication is that if the horse comes to them and starts getting closer and closer, they're going to take that lead and try to pull their head away. This is what you don't want to do. You want to direct them and push the head away, not steer them from underneath the head. Come here now. Come here. 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 Whoa. Good girl. Now, that's plenty of that because she's done it very well. On command, she showed me a good response. I'm rewarding her by a pat on the head or stroke of the head. It's a good girl. Now I'm going to go to something new and ask her to move away from pressure. And also, as I do this, I'm going to introduce the cluck. And cluck means move, means do something. Good. Okay, we'll let her get a little bit of hay. And as I make this turn again, yeah, I'm pushing on the shoulder, not the lead, and her head lightly for her to move away from pressure. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I know you want the hay, but come here. Come here. Little tension on the lead, but as soon as she moves, whoa. Good. Now, so she doesn't get bored. Whoa. Good. I'm going to introduce the next thing. Whoa. Good. Is backing. Back. I'm going to put a little tension again on her shoulder. Back. 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 A little tension on her halter, but not on the lead. Back. 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 Good girl. Again, another step. Keep her focus on me. She was looking out the window. Back. Back. Good. That's all we need. That's all we need. Come here. Now I'm going to do the 4 things I've just taught her. Come to me, stop, move away, and back. And do it in a shorter sequence of time so I can keep her focus on me at all times. Come here. Come here. Come here. She's waiting. Good. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, the resistance, I've got a tension. As soon as she addresses me, then I loosen the tension on the lead. Come here. Once more. Come on. Good. Whoa. Good. Now see, she stopped to my command. Now I'm asking her to move away. I'm still going to have to touch. Less on the head this time. Whoa. Good. And back. 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 That's a girl. Good. Now, that time she required a little bit, still the same or a little more response from moving her shoulder with my word to back up. But she came to me very well. One little hesitation, she wanted to go back to the hay, but she came or gave to the pressure of the tension in the lead much quicker that time. She moved away from pressure much better that time by just on the shoulder. I barely had to touch her head. There's one other thing that I want her to learn to move away from pressure is going to be move her hindquarters. And this is going to be very helpful for when you want to move your horse in the stall, if you're cleaning a stall, if you want to maneuver a horse. But this goes later in her training as well. So what I'm going to do here is stroke her where I want her to move, the barrel or the hip, and I'll start at the hip, which is easier. And I'll bring her head toward me without too steady a pull, as you see I'm doing with my hand here. And I'm putting pressure on her hip. Oh, good. And a little cluck there, and then she's moving her hip away from pressure. Now, still working on this left side. Come on, come here, come here. Good girl, just waiting on her. She was looking outside, but I knew that she was concentrating on me. And I want to get her a little bit more lined up to the stall, so I'm going to have to turn her all the way around again. Come here now, come here, come here, come here. Come on, come on. That's a girl. because we're going to work with picking up her feet. Come here. That's better. Good. Now let's see if we can back, 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 back. Come on, one more step with your back feet. Back. That's it. Good. That's it. My goal here is that she's totally independent from using my lead to control her to do those maneuvers. Next thing I'm going to do with her, again, with protection on one side to control her, I got her parallel, standing to the wall, and now I'm going to work with picking up her feet. I'm going to stroke the leg, and if she moves or I move with her, I still am touching the leg. Now to pick the leg up, and I just felt her touch, and I'm going to keep her head straight on a loose line. I'm going to use my left shoulder and push against her left shoulder, and I'm going to work with her to hold it and move when she moves, and then try to keep the touch as she sets the leg down. So I'm not pulling it all at the bottom of the leg. I'm pushing a little bit here with my shoulder to her shoulder to release the weight off that leg and to pick it up. The hind leg, I've got to loosen my lead again so there's no tension. This one's a little bit more difficult to keep your eye on the horse, but you want to make sure there's no tension so you're not pulling your head towards you in any way. Same thing here. Now, I'm just going to move with that tension out as relaxed as her leg is. This is obvious that she's already gained a whole lot of confidence in me and trusting me, because that's a good sign of trust, the relaxation. But the same thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move my right shoulder, or left shoulder, sorry, into her hip to bear the weight off the leg. And the position that I'm at right now is the safe zone position. I'm not too far back. As she sets it down, I'm not going to let go of the touch until I'm ready to and stroke her back up for her accepting that. Here, you want to be right parallel with the leg as you do that. That's your safe zone. When you're too far forward, they can do a cow kick towards you. If you're too far back, then they can certainly take all their power and get you way off balance, which you don't want to do. If the horse will accept this part and they start to just lift the leg on their own, that's all you do is follow that motion. And that's going to be the future of the horse standing very, very well for its feet to get cleaned out, as well as the blacksmith. And it's really important that they pick their feet up and stay relaxed as they do that, because then your blacksmith can do the best job. Whoa, very good. Got her parallel to this side, the touch everywhere. Good. Keeping my eye on her. Very good. And I think another thing that's important so you don't miss areas, and it's a good rule of thumb with all horsemen, is that you work from front to back, top to bottom. And she's accepting my touch for the back leg. Very good. And a little scratching of the tummy, they like that. And you see the lower lip going, oh, I found a really good spot here. All of these kinds of things is what you're doing for that horse to really get to know you and like you, and that's another real important goal for me. Very good. You got any other ticklish spots, huh? Usually this is another good one that they like. If that lip gets going, oh boy, I found another one. They like that on their breast. Oh yes, that's a good girl. And that's an area where you can do more stroking with them and even petting and get them to accept that that's a rewarding thing. One other little scratchy spot, this one's a really big one. It's on their wither. And what I'm seeing here with this one's personality, and I think is why I wanted to use her as an example with very little to, wait a minute, no, on my command, back, back, back up. Good girl. With very little training that she has had, that this horse is also showing me, okay, you come up and eat. It's showing me an excellent example of a horse that's got a wonderful personality. It's going to have a wonderful attitude to develop, and she's already showing me some very good signs that She's going to be a real easy horse to train, or a very trainable horse, I call. This is the kind of horse that I certainly like to see all youth and amateurs have. There's nothing more fun than when you're working with a horse that has a great attitude. But you have to teach them to have not necessarily the attitude, but you have to teach them to trust. And I think that's what's so important with these early stages with horses, working with them in a stall. We'll go in and have a lesson with this baby, one of his first lessons in the stall. And what I want him to do is come to me, and I got my faithful little treat, hay, so he comes to me, which I like very, very much. That's a good boy. Now that back away, it's a worried sight, so I'm going to get a little bit more hay and bring it in the stall with me. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Come here. Good boy. Good. Very good. Then I'm just going to have to stick my lead here. That's a good boy. As he's eating, and latch him. And that way, we did it. He didn't even know I put the lead on, and he certainly wasn't afraid. Now I'm going to get some help with my feed, because he came to that, and the first thing I want to teach him is to come to me. So come on. Come here. Come here. Good. Had a little tension in the lead. As soon as he started to give to that tension, I give back to him. Very good. Good. That's where, no. So the next time I'm going to stop him a little bit closer to the wall. Come here. So he can't back away from me, as I want to start to touch him. Come on. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. And then second, whoa. Good. Very good. Now I'm going to let him eat here. As I start to touch, start in the middle of the horse. That way he's not going to be backing away. Very good. No. Moving with the horse. Good. So I went a little bit too quick back on his rump. Good. Very good. Keep talking in a low tone. That's it. So he learns to accept me. That's a good boy. That's a boy. There we go. That's what I want. Very good. There, he gave me one little indication of flickering his skin. And that's a little bit that he's just unsure, not accepting. Relaxation is acceptance. That's a very good boy. That's a very good boy. And just the touch. That's it. And then the stroke. Very good. Oh, there was a new area, huh? There was a new area. Good. Go back to that area while he's busy with the grain, while he's busy with the hay. Now, wait a minute. Good. Now I don't have much hay left, so I got to take my string off the hay. Now let's see. Good boy. Very good. Very good. Oh, good. Steering his head, not the lead. Good. Very good. Good. That's it. Okay, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Other side. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Got to start the procedure all over again. Come here. Good. Come here. Good. Come here. Oh. Good. Good. Very good. 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 Had the wall to help me because he wanted again to escape by backing away. Actually, he's got a little more confidence now just because he's gotten confidence from the other side of the touch. Again, utilizing the food to help there. Very good. Very good. Okay, got the body. That was good, so we change. Come here. Come here. Let's see if we can get him to come. Come here. Without the food. Come here. Very good. Very good. Come on. Come on. That's a boy. That's a boy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, I'm going to give him a little tension here with the lead. Come here. Come here. Good. As soon as he moves, I release. Come here. That's a boy. Come on. Good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Got tension. Good. That's what I want. That's very good. Very good. Come here. Come here. I'm going to try to do the whoa now. Come here. Come here. Whoa. Very good. Very good. That's a good boy. Other side. Come here. Come here. Come here. Whoa. Very good. And the goal here is that you don't do one thing too long, that you keep changing when he accepts something. Even if he doesn't accept it totally, change, come back to it. And then like those 2 little short sequences of time that I worked with the stopping and learning the word whoa, I did it in a very short period of time so he could still concentrate on the same thing. That's a good boy. Working down the leg a little more. That's very good. Very good. Still always keeping my eye on the horse. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good. Whoa. Okay, now let's see if we can back, back, back. Good. Very good. Boy, you're going to be a good student. Come here. Come here. Come here. Whoa. Very good. Come here. Come here. Whoa. Okay, let's see if we can back, back. Okay, that's all right. Back, back. Good. Very good. Very good. Very, very good. And that's plenty for today's lesson.
Be patient. Work with a loose lead at all times so as not to encourage the horse to lean. All moves and gestures should be slow and soft around the young horse. Use your voice a lot in a mellow tone as you dialogue with your horse. Do not take your eyes off your horse. Do not do the same thing for too long. Always work from front to back and top to bottom. Never stand behind or in front of a young horse. You are safer off to the side.
Simple tools that I use to improve my horse's habits in a stall, which could be improving pinning ears. It could be improving the horse being afraid or worried and keeping his head in a corner or turned away from you in a stall. It's my goal that I want that horse to come to me. Again, that's another real acceptance response from the horse. Some hay, things they like to eat is an excellent way. Grain, carrots, apples. For me, anything that's something to eat will always give a good indication for the horse to come to me. Another tool, if I have a horse that's very aggressive at feeding time, wanting to walk all over top of me, I'll certainly work with the horse moving away from pressure or moving from a cluck, as we did with in the stall and training the horse. I will use my whip as an extension of the arm, or use the whip if I need to, so that horse isn't walking all over top of me as I'm trying to approach or go in the stall at feeding time. I want them to always respect me. We can't ever forget that a horse is a big, strong animal, and that horse, for them to be very obedient and mannered, must not and cannot take charge of you or walk all over top of you. So this is a very, very good tool to have around if I'm needing to train a particular or improve a particular stall habit of the horse. I'll leave it sitting by a door, right on my sill. I'll have my grain here all the time when I walk by. If my horse was pinning his ears in the stall, I'd give him a treat. So he's not resisting that I'm near him, but yet he's looking forward to me coming in and giving me a treat. Come here. Use the same voice. Come here. Good. And just as she approached me, I wouldn't want that any better. When feeding more than one horse, and you've got one that really acts up, I always feed that horse first. It's not rewarding him for bad behavior. It will relax him. This will lessen the habit and improve the feeding situation. As you see here, I don't have any feeder type doors in our stalls. I want myself and my staff to go in the stall, not only for a training aspect with that horse. I'm going to give her treat. Here you go. Here you go. But I want that person that's feeding the horses to go in, see their grain, go in, see the amount of manure in their stall, look at the horse. And I think when you've got doors, feed doors for convenience and or to do things and save time, you take away looking at your horse and the indication of his water, hay, intake, manure in the stall, and looking over at the horse is excellent for his general health. But on the same time, I want that horse to constantly be responding to my commands as I'm working with that horse. Now, talk too much because I appreciate that she came to me, but right now she's too much nibbling and all she's thinking about right now is getting out of the stall. So I'm first going to back her up. Back up, back up, back up. Good. And she's to stay there. Now, whoa. For my command is I open the stall, and I always open the stall at its fullest wide point, and I'm the block here with her. Now, if she's too hurried like she is right here to come out of a stall, I'm going to do a circle first. Come here. Come here. Good. Good. And stop. Okay. Whoa. Good girl. Now, I stopped her pretty hard because that's all she's thinking about is running out of that stall, and I want her to wait, and she comes on my command. No. Good girl. Good. Trying to move around me. That's a girl. Without waiting too long. Good. Now I'm going to ask her to come. Come on. Come on. All the way out. Come on. Come on. Turn. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good. And close the door. Is your best procedure in a stall, a paddock, a pasture, of taking yours in and out of a door. And the more you keep that same pattern, the more the horse is going to think slower and slower and do it without hurrying. And when they hurry, that's where you can get in trouble and or your horse can run into the gate. They can get hurt in some way. So this is your safest way as well. Okay, same thing going back in. If she hurried to get in, I'd make that circle first. She's not hurrying to get in. Come on, come on, come on. I want her to follow me. Come here. Good girl, good girl. All the way in. I never let go at this point. I make her turn around, come back to the door. Whoa, I can never get in trouble this way. Good. Close the door. No, you're going to back up. That's a girl. Unsnap, and then latch your gate. That's a good girl. And now she's going to paw. When a horse paws, what I have in all of my stalls is either a portion of concrete and or a rubber matting. Pawing is always a sign, as she's doing right now, a sign of impatience, a sign of frustration, a sign of being mad. And this particular age of horse is going to spend more time outside than she is inside, and she's just giving me an indication as she is with me standing here. She's trying to tell me, hey, come get me, I want to go outside. Now, if I move away and it it won't continue if I get out of that way and she's got something to eat to occupy her. I love a hay bag. A hay bag certainly that's tied high enough where a horse that's pawing cannot get a foot in it. But a hay bag will also help the pawing. It gives them something to do. The horse eating will always keep the horse more relaxed and learn to accept its stall habits. So I'm going to take now a hay bag into my stall. Hi, girl. And as she moved around, I would never go in the stall with her turning her hip toward me. Come on now, come on. Come on over here. Come on over here. Come on, come on. That's a girl. That's a girl. Just so it's easy to see. No, not too far. Bringing my hay bag all the way up. Tying it in a slip knot high enough to where when that hay starts going out of the bag that it's not going to get too low where she can get a foot in. No, back up. Good. See, she learned my voice command in this short lesson today. Good girl. See here, I've given her something to do. I've given her something to eat. It's the eating will always soothe and quiet the horse, and you see now she's stopped pawing. For me, it's also a goal. The horses are quiet in a stall. If a horse isn't quiet in a stall, you usually find them walking a stall or weaving in a stall. And I want to try to break that habit. A horse that is not quiet in a stall, that constantly is moving, that's a horse that's very nervous inside. And I want that horse to quiet those habits. That only helps with the training, conditioning of the horse to have those kind of good habits where they're quiet, thinking slow, and accepting. The horse is disturbed for me, so I'm going to try to break that habit. As you can see here, this horse, he has a pretty bad habit of walking a stall. You can see the track in the stall, and he likes to walk a circle in the stall. Constantly walking, constantly always keyed up inside. So what we do very simply to break that habit is where we see, back up, back. Where we see the pattern actually happening, we're going to use some tires in those areas. Just good old simple, small rim car tires. And I'm going to put them right in those tracks in which he's making that circular motion. This will start to break the habit. And this habit, once you start breaking it, it'll vary to another type of a pattern. But if you constantly are changing these tires around, you will get the horse to minimize this habit and or could eliminate it. So I think it's really important to do that. I also, as I show you here on this horse, come here. Whoa. I do keep a bell boot on the horse. That way, if they step into the tire, there's not a chance of, or less of a chance for them to pull a shoe. And I think that the more that you change of a horse's habit different times or by putting tires in the stall, you've got a better chance of breaking that habit.
Owning a horse is frequently a long-term partnership. Logical and gentle but firm teaching of the basics builds trust in the young horse. Trust and respect is the foundation for all future training. Lynn would love to share with you her passion for teaching horses and riders through the various Western and English riding programs she offers throughout the year at her 2 facilities. All programs are open to all levels of riders and breeds of horses. All of Lynn's teachings are based on dressage principles. The core of Lynn's philosophy relies on teaching her students to become better riders so as to communicate more precisely with their horses. This promotes better response from the horses and builds greater harmony between horses and riders. Let Lynn teach you the training techniques and exercises to better yourself that have made her so successful over the years with students from all over the world. During the summer, Lynn offers week-long seminars at her beautiful Royal Palm Ranch in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. There are first-class facilities for both horse and rider, as well as many interesting extracurricular activities. Lynn also offers a unique variety of Western and English programs during winter and spring at Fox Grove Farm in Ocala, Florida. This superb facility is a perfect setting for teaching enthusiastic riders. For a free brochure and more information, please contact Lynn Palm or Cyril Pitillon Roussillon at the address and numbers that you see on your screen. We hope you've enjoyed this video as much as we've enjoyed creating it for you.